Hi, everyone. It's Pastor Peter. I'm coming to you today, casually dressed, unshaven, unshorn, with no makeup, Pastor Peter, because I wanted to update you on what was going on at the church and what Holy Week, Palm Sunday, Holy Week, and Easter were going to look like in light of this epidemic and the times we're living in. So, first of all, I want to let you know that you have all been on my thoughts and my prayers, and I have raised them, and I miss seeing you all terribly. But we are staying connected, and the church is still doing the work of the church. So I wanted to talk about Holy Week, specifically because people had questions about this Sunday, April 5th, drive in Palm Sunday communion service, which will take place at 10 o'clock on Sunday morning. We are inviting people to drive to the church, stay in their cars parked at the church, facing the church in the lot across the street. Don't use the little lot. And it will work like this. We're sharing this worship service with Reverend Don Fenestra Merrick. He's the pastor of two churches, Grace Union in Wilbraham and First Church of Ludlow, both United Church of Christ. And I've also invited the folks from Munson Glendale United Methodist Church, particularly because of the communion thing, to come and participate. So it will be kind of like a drive-in theater. So you'll drive in, and we will tell you, I believe it's going to be 101.9 FM, which is the station to which you tune your car radio to. We tested that out. It's working very well right now. So that's great news. So you'll tune in. And when you come into the parking lot, you will receive in a plastic bag your palms, because it's Palm Sunday, a bulletin, and then, I don't know if you can really see it, but I'll show you in a second, this little tiny cup. And that's how communion is going to work. These are pre-filled, sealed, hermetically sealed communion elements. They look like little coffee creamers, and they work like this. So when it's time to take the bread, you'll just peel off the first layer, and there'll be a little circle of bread. And then when it's time to take the grape juice, pull off the second layer, and it's like a coffee creamer, but the grape juice will be there. So that's how worship is going to work. We did this in the safest way possible. I wanted to mention that these bags that I showed you are going to be put together on Sunday morning by gloved, masked deacons. And every time I think of gloved, masked deacons, I laugh because, usually people that are gloved and masked are like in westerns or in hospitals. But our gloved, masked deacons will be putting this together for you. And so we've taken all of the precautions that we can to make this safe and sanitary and holy while being able to distribute communion. So Don Fenestra Merrick and I will be splitting the service. We'll serve communion together. I'll lead the service. He will preach and bring the news of Jesus' triumphal entry into Jerusalem. Kyle Cromer, our organist, will be inside the church with a microphone, and he will provide live accompaniment to our hymns. So we will get to sing All Glory, Laud, and Honor on Palm Sunday with the accompaniment of our beloved organ and our beloved organist. Caroline Smart, I know, has been sending out to all of our families with children at-home Sunday school projects. And so look in your email for those things. So that's how Sunday is going to work. Please do call or email me. If you have any questions about it, I'll be glad to go through it with you again. I want to invite everybody, if you look in the link below this video, you will see a link to join us on Thursday night at 6:30 for our virtual coffee hour. Now, we've had two of these, one last Thursday night and one this past Sunday morning. And they were great because you sign on with your phone and your camera, and you get to see people at home, people that you haven't seen in a month. So it was great. We had one young family that wanted to come to church and was planning on it, but the coronavirus hit. So we met that family. We met people that have been away from the church for a while, people that have been homebound. So it was really, really great. And I know for some people technology is daunting, but I promise you, if you follow this link and you do this, you don't even need a camera. You can just dial in with your phone. That you will feel lighter and happier because you will have seen some of your church friends. And so it's been a great innovation. So we've had 2 of those. Click the link below at 6:30 on Thursday night, and we'll see you there. The rest of Holy Week, Maundy, Thursday is usually a very solemn service where we celebrate Tenebrae, which is the extinguishing of candles while we read through the narratives about Jesus' arrest, trial, crucifixion, and resurrection. And so we'll be doing that. Those of you that have been there before, we extinguish candles as these readings go on, and I offer a short meditation with some music. So that's going to happen in the same way that virtual church has happened the last 3 weeks. Go to our Facebook page, or a little while after that service, we will upload it to the church's webpage. Easter Day, I'm saddened to say that we've been advised not to hold an in-person sunrise service. And so we're going to abide by that recommendation by our denomination and by the Board of Health. But we will, at 10 o'clock, offer a festival celebration of the resurrection, Easter Day. And so please do turn in for a virtual church service. We'll have some special music, and I will bring the message of the resurrection, the entire reason that we're here, to you on that day. So that's what I know. And I have to tell you, it's been very hard the last 3 weeks, keeping in touch with people and knowing that there are people that are isolated and alone, but also knowing that we're working very hard at connecting with each other by mailing things out, by calling each other, by having coffee hour and virtual worship, and by our in-person drive-in Sunday service on Sunday. So that's where the church is. If anything changes, I will get back to you. But in the meantime, please remember that God is our refuge and our strength, a very present help in time of need. I've been reading the Psalms a lot, and that's where that comes from. If you want to crack your Bible or Google some Psalms on the internet about the strength of our God, there's nothing that the world can throw at us that our God will not address. As I said, I miss you. I pray for you. God bless you and keep you. Please be in touch if you need anything. I'm always here.